Hey everyone, this is Debbie and welcome to another episode where I help you land an online job or gig so you can have more freedom to live anywhere in the world or maybe just in the comfort of your couch. What we're going to be talking about today are the 5 different online gigs that you can do that doesn't require a lot of experience or if even any. Some of these I've actually tried and they don't require a lot of experience, but they do require some hard work. The first one is to resell used items online. This is actually one of the topics that I've talked about in great detail in the Trying Remote section of our YouTube video. So if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you go to our YouTube channel, just search Debbie Archangelis. And you can find all the different types of videos that we've created, and one of them is to resell items, specifically flipping furniture online, and I show you how I was able to make income from that for the month and how I was able to do it step by step. So reselling online or reselling used items online is very simple. You just find an item that you want to let go of, or maybe you went thrifting, or maybe you went curb shopping like I do here and there, and you find that the item is still in really good shape, and what you can do is see if it is actually an item that maybe someone will take off of your hands that will allow you to create a bit of income from home. So a few things that you can sell are used clothes, maybe they're designer, or maybe they're just clothes that are popular or stylish and they're in right now that you know there are potential buyers for them. A few other things would be furniture, they could also be games, pretty much anything that you can think of. Some people even love doing antiques or vintage items. I love those. So I would definitely be a buyer if you had those. So the first thing that you can do is to look at your own home and see if there's anything there that you would like to sell. Maybe it's your clothes, just go in your closet. I know most of us have a ton of clothes that we don't really use, and that could be potentially a great way for you to get started. Or maybe there's just bric-a-bracs or knickknacks that you have in your home that you could potentially sell. And again, make sure to look at my videos, my past videos on reselling online, to help you figure out what types of items and how you can make sure that they're actually going to sell online. Now, the second online gig that you can try if you don't have any experience yet is to become a virtual assistant. Now, this may be great for somebody who wants to work. Obviously you want to work from home and you do have a little bit of interest in doing clerical work like emailing for somebody, maybe posting certain things online. You'll be doing a lot of different tasks for your client or potential client. So a few things like I had mentioned, maybe social media posting, maybe emailing back and forth, checking their emails, maybe posting something on their website, maintenance, things like that, and scheduling even for your clients. So there's a lot of things that goes along with it, but it doesn't really take a lot of experience in order for you to do well in it. If you did some clerical work in your past job that wasn't remote, you can definitely transition that into virtual assistance jobs. And that is great news for you, especially if you're very organized. That's one of the main criteria for virtual assistants. So if you think you fit the bill, maybe try to look online and see if there's any virtual assistant jobs that may be right for you. Or you can offer your services to people you know so that you can get some experience and use that as a sample for when you are trying to land a paid gig with a company or an individual who runs their own business. The third online gig that I would recommend for those who don't have a lot of experience is teaching English online or maybe even tutoring. So for teaching English online, some companies do require ESL certification, so you can always get that, but most of them don't really require you to have any experience at all, as long as you are an English native speaker. So as long as you live and are a native English speaker in countries like the United States, Canada, Australia, Great Britain, those are a few countries that would be really that would be hired by specific companies, and a lot of these companies are mainly in Asia, like in China or Japan and Korea. So you will do very well with this without really previous any experience. Some do require you to have a bachelor's degree, and like I mentioned before, possibly getting an ESL certification. So you can get that if you really love or if you really want to try this. Those are just some of the things that they may require you to have, but you do not need previous experience for the most part. But of course, there is always an exception. There are some companies that require you to have some teaching experience, but companies like, for example, QKids do not require you to have previous experience as long as maybe you have ESL certifications. We do have several post articles on our website at theoffbeatlife.com that will share with you a ton of different websites that you can apply to start working remotely as an ESL teacher, so that you can start creating more freedom for yourself. You can start working from home, being an English teacher online or a tutor as well. The next job that you can get started in is social media management. This is a really exciting thing to do because I know most of you probably have social media. Maybe even some of you have grown your platform with a lot of audience. You know what it takes to market yourself, and you can use this skill to help other content creators, businesses grow their own platform so that they can attract their ideal clients. This is really fun for many of you because you already do this in your day-to-day life, so why not do this for other companies as well? A few things that you can do is you can show your own social media if you have grown it, if you have Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, etc., and you have some audience and you know how to create great content that will attract people to view them, then you can be a really great social media manager or marketer. And the last gig that you can try out, even without any experience, is to become a transcriber. Somebody who's a transcriber means that they take an audio or a video and they write down everything that is being said word for word so that it can be placed either in a website or maybe it's for the hearing impaired. You can see this a lot in videos or in podcasts, and it will be super useful for a lot of content creators because obviously they can't do all of this themselves, and you can do this for them. So we also use this. I use a transcriber. My assistant does the transcribing for me. So if you want to be a transcriber and you want to do this for podcasters, video creators, etc., and you want to add it onto a website or their video, you can definitely do that. So that's it. These are the 5 online gigs you can start right now, even without any previous experience. Just to recap, you can become a online reseller, you can be a social media manager, you can be a transcriber, a virtual assistant, and of course you can become an English language teacher online. You can do all of this without any previous experience, so go out there and start looking for them, and who knows, maybe you can have that freedom that you've been waiting to have right now. So that's it. These are the 5 online gigs that you can try even without any experience. And of course, make sure to subscribe down below if you enjoyed this episode, and also turn on your notifications so you can find out when we have our new videos. All right, everyone, that's it for now. I will see you later. Bye.